you being a producer, you can't really not be influenced by the Neptunes and Timbaland and like everybody of that era. Um, but yeah, so that's definitely where I come from, and like in Missy Elliott for sure. I love like her energy, and also and obviously the videos too. It's like
Right.
you can tell like she's one of the people that like goes super wild in the videos. Like that's how hard I'm trying to go, is like have people be like, what the hell just happened whenever they see one of my videos. Yeah, and then right now, like I love like Baby Keem is super fire. I love I'm trying to think off top, like let me pull up my Spotify real quick. What am I listening to right now? A lot of people have been they saw that the SVU video. A lot of people have been making jokes about it being Jack Harlow, which is really funny, being Jack Harlow, which is really funny. I fuck with Jack Harlow.
Yeah, he's dope. I fuck with Audrey too.
What do we got? It's so hard to choose for real.
Well, let me ask you this, bro. I remember one time in the comments we started talking about like the Tony Hawk soundtracks, and I just had Lucky I Am from Living Legends on here. So did any of those rappers like Atmosphere, Legends, Aesop Rock?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, influence you?
Yeah, of course. Like the Tony Hawk soundtracks were like what shaped a lot of my music taste. I feel like when I was a kid, like all of that shit, like getting hip to like Quasimodo off of that, Jay Dilla, Mad, like everything, Loop Pack, like that shit was so formative for me. Like Cannibal Ox, like
Cannibal
oh my
Ox,
god, like yeah, like
LP, Camuteo,
crazy, yeah. Like I definitely draw a lot of influence from that, especially like a lot of them had like this really, it was like eclectic, but it was still like playful. It was like they're like Cannibal Ox and shit is like so wild and out there, but they're just like fucking having a good time making some wild shit like in a dirty apartment in New York. Like I love that shit.
Yeah. When did the Cold Vein come out? I gotta check my Spotify for that.
I think the Cold Vein came out in like '01 or something.
Yeah,
it was like
but
yeah.
That just sounds like you take a science. No, oh wait, this is the remake. I don't know. I'll look it up later. But I just feel like that sounds like you take a science fiction movie score and then make a like grimy New York hip hop album out of it.
1,000%, yeah. And I definitely draw a lot of influence from that sort of thing too. Like maybe I'm sort of a mix between that weird like LP shit, and like a Pharrell or something.
Yeah. Today I was listening to one of your old songs on SoundCloud. From the Top of the Key. That kind of reminded me a lot of Def Jux.
Oh yeah, yeah. The I had that alter ego. I had this. I've dropped so much random fucking music. That was this side project I had called Beta Main.
Yeah.
I released one EP as that name in high school, and that was over a Madlib beat. Yeah. So hell yeah.
Tell me like what artists and producers you would want to work with, like realistically.
Wow. I mean, I definitely want to work with like Baby Keem. I definitely want to work with like Caroline Polachek. I don't know if you know she is. She's like she does like, it's like an eclectic like pop stuff. It's really dope. She's just an amazing singer and writer. She's written on like a Beyonce song and shit. Shit, like I would love to get I don't know. Yeah, those two for sure though.
For sure. So a lot of your songs and videos are really short. I figured you probably did that intentionally for like the sake of plays and you know, for like the algorithm and whatnot. So can you tell me like why that is, and like what do you feel about like the whole algorithm and AI and the robot effect of the music industry?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's actually like it's like half for that and half just like that's what I was making. Like I was making these really short tracks. Like that was just sort of what was coming out. I just had all these really short tracks and I was like, why don't I just put these out? Like I like how quick they grab you and then you got to replay them. Like I just realized that I like that. And then once I started thinking about it more, I was like, oh, I could just format this for Instagram. And then also seeing like seeing Tierra Whack do the whole Whack World album of the 1 minute songs and shit. That was like I already had all of these like short ass songs by the time that came out, but that really like enabled me to be like, oh, like that's a legit like industry thing that you can do. That's like a move. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna just put these out and really focus on Instagram. And the other part of it is I know that the only way that anyone is gonna give a fuck is if they can attach themselves to like the personality of it, and you need to be able to grab them really quickly. So I was releasing full like 3 minute songs because 90% of the people aren't even gonna listen to a full 3 minutes anyway. So I just want to grab people immediately.
No, yeah, I totally see it. And I'm glad you mentioned Tierra Whack because like the short video thing totally reminded me of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when I was listening
she's super dope too. I would love to work with her, obviously.
Oh yeah, she's fire. When I was listening to Please Spell My Name Correctly, it kind of tripped me out because I'm like, from the time I got in the car to the time I got in the freeway, it was already over.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely, it's also kind of like a punk move. It's like I'm forcing everyone to re-listen to it. And it's just kind of a statement because, you know, or even like actual like punk music, like back in the day, it's like songs would be like a minute plus long. It's just like crazy, like craziness, and then it's done immediately. So I'm just trying to grab people quickly.
So, bro, I noticed a lot of what you rap about is like the showbiz culture. You know, you say, how many licks does it take to get to the center of LA?
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought that was dope, but like, tell me, is it like you've made like kind of a thing of that? Is that like your shtick?
I don't know. I just say shit. I don't know. I think that really just comes about through being in LA and being around this shit. And career-wise, I am a full-time producer, so I'm around a lot of artists and seeing how they're working in labels and all that shit. So it's like seeing the way shit moves. I just can't help but like have these feelings and thoughts about it. It just kind of comes out. And it's not even like, I don't mean to come off in like a jaded way. A lot of it is just a genuine critique of like how I see shit. Just like being a person in the music industry in LA.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. I mean, if you move out here to pursue that, that's what you're going to be around. So that's pretty much what your subject matter is going to be.
Yeah. And I mean, and a lot of stuff on MySpace in particular is like, that was me in a response to like, there's a few lines. It's like climbing up the ladder, making friends with abusers. You got a blue check, but you're still a fucking loser. All of that. Yeah. That's just a response to me seeing like, I'll say a rapper that I think is really dope and they're starting to pop off, and that's super dope. I'm excited. I'm watching them, you know, get their interviews, all that shit. And then they immediately pivot to like becoming best friends with like an absolute piece of shit, like fucking rapist, abuser person who has more clout than them because they have the clout. It's like, that's my critique, you know. It's like, becoming friends with like famous pieces of shit, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, becoming friends with famous pieces of shit. I don't know. You got to just be mindful of like when people start hanging out with certain people.
Yes.
That's what that's all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, like I was saying actual names on MySpace originally, but I decided to bleep them out. And I think that was a good move.
Yeah. You don't want to like isolate yourself early on.
Yeah, I mean, and also it wasn't even that much like that I care, because like that's why I'm like, who am I? Like, literally, who cares what I think? But like, I think it was more like, I don't want to deal with people's like trolls in my mentions. Like,
Yeah, I understand. I was one of those trolls for sure.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
not gonna lie.
appreciate it. I mean, at this point, I'm just like, I understand how this shit works. Like, I am fully okay with like being roasted on the internet. That's why I don't care. That's why I'm doing so much dumb shit.
Yeah, I mean it's part of the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just fun to me. I
yeah.
love the chaos.
No, it is. That's just I just want to like crank out more TikTok videos and do more like funny random shit because I feel like that's what sells, and then that will bring you to a 30-minute interview like this one.
Yes. Yeah. What I've been focusing on with all of this is, how do you genuinely make people care? And that is like, you have to give them something that is valuable to them, which is, in my case at least, like, people that fuck with my shit, they're entertained by it. Like, you're genuinely entertained. Like, no one's doing me any favors. It's like, I barely have any followers, but the people that I have really fuck with me.
Right. No, that's true. I definitely can relate to that. So, all right, I want to know, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Reese's Puffs tattoo in the pop star video was real. So,
Yo, I wish it would have came out better. I fucked it up, honestly.
yeah. Then the second time I watched, I was like, hold up. Oh, that's makeup. Okay.
I
That's your
got one of
favorite
those ink
cereal?
box tattoos, like the temporary ones.
Oh, okay.
But I think I bought it like probably 2 months before I shot the video. So I think it was like sitting for too long and it got fucked up. So that didn't work out. And then another thing that didn't work, there's like always so many things that go wrong with every one of these videos, but we somehow pull it off. Like, there was supposed to be, the ending of the Popstar video was supposed to be me peeling off in a Porsche. But
Yeah.
we did, but the Porsche fell
Running down the
through. It
alley,
was
right?
like,
Ended up being you like running down the alley, right?
yeah, I just ended up sprinting down the alley, but I was going to peel off and I was going to smash the camera and then peel off in a Porsche, but it didn't end up working out. But I think the sprinting away was funnier anyway.
Yeah, no, I think so too. So, I got a IG question for you, and we
Yeah.
gotta before we get into like the little details of this one. So we are
Yeah.
connected on the Tony Hawk stuff, but so you're a gamer?
I feel like gamers would roast me with me saying I'm a gamer. I do play games, but I don't necessarily like call myself a gamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what do you like to play?
Recently I have been extremely addicted to Call of Duty, which is the first time I just started playing Call of Duty for the first time in my life a month ago, actually.
Really?
It was just like always so daunting to me because I never had it in my house, so I would go play it at other people's house and just get my ass whooped, like destroyed. So I
Okay.
was just like, fuck this game. But I recently got it and I've been loving it. Been playing a lot of GTA 5. Like, honestly, I really like long fucking story mode games, like with a huge map or whatever, like Uncharted or something, or like one of those, or like Just Cause 3 or something, or I don't know. Yeah, I like really long games like that.
Yeah, I love Grand Theft Auto too. Well, I love
Yeah.
that series as well, just because like it's just amazing. The open world shit is hella dope, and then They have a great soundtrack as well.
Totally, yeah. Grand Theft Auto has incredible soundtracks always.
Yeah. So the person on Instagram wanted to know, what was your custom loadout in Call of Duty Warzone?
That's funny. That's funny that they would assume that I play that shit because everybody's playing that shit. My custom loadout right now is I do the growl with the fucking, I forget all the technical names, but I do the growl with no stock. With the extended barrel, the monolithic suppressor. I do no optic. The 60, I think it's the 60 round attachment, uh, and then I do the overkill shit so that I can have a sniper also. But I, instead of having a normal sniper, I do the marksman rifle. I forget which one I'm using. I forget which exact gun it is. And then I do a thermal scope on that with the monolithic suppressor. And then I do a C4 and a heartbeat sensor.
Brother, you just spoke a different language to me because I haven't played a Call of Duty since the first Modern Warfare.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That was like, yeah, a whole different. I've been heavy on fucking Call of Duty the past month.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I'm sitting here like Animal Crossing, Smash, and that's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I really want to get this. There's a mod that you can download for free called Thug Pro, and it's
yes.
Oh, are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I need to
bro.
get it.
I had it on my old laptop. That was the shit.
Yeah, that shit is so dope. I haven't gotten it, but one of my friends has been trying to convince me to hop on there with him.
Yeah, the rapper Freddie Dredd put me on, and ever since then.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Tony Hawk for life. Like that shit. That shit's the best.
Yeah, no, it really is. All right, Connor. So, tell me, now quarantine. I think I've been telling a lot of people this, like people who entertain from home and like make content. It's our time to shine. So, like, what's on the way next?
Shit. I'm going to keep dropping. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what's coming next. I'm sitting on 2 completely finished EPs. And I have a bunch of other random music and like collabs and all sorts of shit sitting around. I think I'm just going to keep on dropping insane videos, like probably like every 2 weeks for real.
Nope, I like it. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to add for the people out there?
Go retweet the SVU video.
Do it, man. Go watch that SVU video. Oh, fun fact, I've never seen an episode of Law and Order in my life.
You gotta watch. That shit it's really great.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing out on like a big piece of American television history.
Yo, seriously, yeah, that show can like eat your whole life up in a good way.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you for
me today, man. Everybody, this has been another Palm interview. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, check us out on prettyawesomelitmusic.com/interviews. Everybody go follow Connor Musarra, check his music out and watch those videos, and we out.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Have a good one, man.
You're welcome, homie.